Hello everyone, welcome to the Storyist. Sometimes we see the true color of some people when they are put in triggering situations. That is when we often realize if they are really the person we knew, or the person we thought we knew. Today, I will be sharing with you a story about an angry Karen who sells her ex-boyfriend's expensive bike after he dumps her. Watch until the end of the video to see what happens next. Rachel is a saleswoman in a mall. She's not rich, nor is she comfortable, but she tries to get by. She has been in a relationship with her boyfriend Hunter for 6 months now, and is trying to live as luxuriously as possible since. Hunter is a boss in their law firm, and because he earns loads of money, he treats Rachel to anything she wants and needs. Here's a catch though. A lot of people think that their relationship is not stable. It is because they have a huge gap in their age. Karen is in her late 40s, while Hunter is just in his late 20s. There is almost a 2-decade gap between their age, and people find it odd that Hunter, who is 20 years younger, who is hot, rich, and can definitely get any woman he wants, is too hooked with Rachel, and that he is the one basically funding her. People are confused. But Hunter always reassures them that he loves Rachel and that he wants to marry her someday. Rachel, of course, is always swept by these kinds of words from her boyfriend. But even though Hunter reassures her almost every day that he will not leave her for someone younger, Rachel still thinks otherwise. Because of this, she has become the toxic girlfriend no one ever wants. She became controlling, and she always wants Hunter to be chained around her wrist. And because of this treatment, instead of loving her more, Hunter is becoming less and less interested with Rachel. One morning, while Rachel is at work, she checks her phone and oversees Hunter's GPS. It says that he's inside a hotel room, which made Rachel's ears fume with anger. "I knew it! You're cheating on me!" Rachel says. These past few days, she has been paranoid, but with no reason at all. She will sometimes sneak around him in his office once he's out. She will roam around his office looking for evidence. Now that she has gone into a hotel room, Rachel's suspicions have gone high up again, and she boards a taxi right away, leaving her shift at the mall unattended. As Rachel arrives at the hotel lobby, she asks the concierge right away to give her access to the hotel room Hunter is in. But the concierge says she is not allowed to give such information, nor to give her an access card. Rachel almost throws a tantrum, but she remembers she might be ushered away by the guards. So she decides to play it cool and just let the time pass until Hunter comes down to the lobby. There is mellifluous music in the lobby, but all Rachel can hear is her rage and the loud thumping of her heart. After a few hours of waiting, she sees Hunter come out of the elevator. She rushes immediately to Hunter and slaps him hard in the face, that almost everyone in the lobby hears the impact of the slap. Hunter, surprised, just looks at Rachel for a moment, but he doesn't say anything or do anything. He just looks at Rachel and waits for her to realize her mistake. There are a lot of best things that Rachel and even random people can say about Hunter. He is smart. He is good looking. He is a good boss even at a young age. And most of all, he is very patient. It's like he never loses patience with anyone. And Rachel knows that. She knows that whatever she does to him, he will always be patient with her. That moment at the hotel lobby, Hunter does nothing. He just looks at Rachel and waits for her to calm down. After a short while, a group of men in corporate suits and holding suitcases come out of the elevator that Hunter had just came out of. They halt from their steps once they see Hunter standing there, motionless. "Who are you with in that hotel room? You had a girl there, hadn't you? I knew it," Rachel says. But Hunter just holds her palms gently and calms her down. "No, honey, I didn't have a girl there. I was with our company's business partners working," he says. slowly. But Rachel does not believe him. "Working at a hotel room! Do you really expect me to believe you?" Rachel angrily says. Her voice is starting to get more high-pitched than earlier. One of the men in corporate suits walks towards Hunter and pats him in the back. "Hey, are you okay?" he asks Hunter. Hunter just nods at him while his back is facing him. "Is this your mother?" the man asks again. Rachel is slightly embarrassed by the question. Hunter explains to the man behind him that Rachel is his girlfriend, and that she is thinking that Hunter hit a girl in the hotel room he was from. The man in a corporate suit explains to Rachel that what happened upstairs is just a business meeting among 4 businessmen, and that they did not really have a hotel room at all, because they were actually checking some progress in the hotel as part of a business deal they were all talking about. Hearing the words come out from the man's mouth makes Rachel believe somehow that she has indeed made a mistake. But instead of apologizing, Rachel just shrugs, like nothing happened. She goes straight to the parking lot outside to open Hunter's car and get inside it. Hunter can't believe that Rachel did all of those things and can't even apologize. As Hunter gets inside the car, Rachel voices out that she wants a burger because she hasn't eaten her lunch at the mall. "You skipped your shift just to get here?" Hunter says in disbelief. "Yes, if I will catch you red-handed with a girl in your arms inside that hotel room, then this is worth my half-day's pay," Rachel answers so casually, like she does this all the time. This makes Hunter a lot more confused. He decides to break his silence and stops, just nodding to her. "You humiliated me in front of everyone earlier, and you didn't even say sorry. What's the matter with you?" Hunter says out loud for the first time. Rachel is stunned somehow, seeing her boyfriend raise his voice on her for the first time. "Don't you use that tone on me, I'm older than you!" Rachel exclaims. It's more of a yell, and the two go on their quest to prove who is wrong. Inside the car, they fight and bicker like a married couple on the brink of a divorce. After a while, Hunter finally says it. "That's it. I'm done. I'm done putting up with your toxicity and nonsense. I'm done with you controlling me and holding a chain around my neck," Hunter says. He starts the car and quietly drives towards the mall Rachel is working in. He drops her off without saying a word. And Rachel, as devastated as she is, she just goes home immediately and goes to her apartment's backyard. She sees Hunter's big and expensive motorbike there. He must have forgotten that he had brought it to her house one time when he was in a hurry. She thinks of an evil way to get back at Hunter. She will sell his bike. Now, Hunter may be rich and his expensive bike might not mean anything to him by price, but in reality, that specific bike is his favorite because his late father had given it to him as his last gift. Rachel lets out a sinister laugh and she calls a friend from a junk shop to sell the motorbike too. After a week, Hunter comes knocking at Rachel's door. With another sinister smile on her face, Rachel asks him what he wants. Hunter tells her that he saw a motorbike in the junk shop nearby that looks exactly like his own, so he demands to see his bike. Karen tells him that she sold it to the junk shop for the cheapest price to get revenge. Rachel is expecting for Hunter to break down and get mad at her, but he just laughs. "I actually gave that to you as a gift. Didn't you remember? Has your name on it. It was yours, and you sold it for half its price? Well, the loss is on you," Hunter says in a smile. Turns out the bike wasn't actually the one his father gave him, just an identical one. Rachel is left devastated that she sold an expensive bike to get revenge when she could have used it for her own gain instead. That's all for today. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.